Brawl Stars has updated their character models for brawlers a lot through the years. For example, when you think of Bo, you probably picture this. But back in 2018, he used to look a little more like this. If you pay close attention, you'll see his bow didn't even have a string attached to it. Along with the respective brawlers, many of the skins have been remodeled or sometimes even completely revamped. So today we're going to be checking out some of the oldest skins in the game and comparing their original look to their current one. Well, anyways, let's just start off with our first skin for today, and it's going to be Bandita Shelly. And as you can see, they didn't really change much. They basically just updated it to look a little bit more polished and match better with the newer models in the game. Aside from that, they basically just kept the exact same skin, made it a little nicer. They did change her shorts into pants, which is an interesting choice, but it doesn't change the overall look of the skin very much. Next up is Rockstar Colt, who also still looks very similar to his old character model, except for in the new version they added a little bit of detail. They added some extra flaps on his jacket and on his pants. They also replaced the star that he had on his back for a lightning rod, which is interesting because it's Rockstar Colt, right? You would expect him to have stars, but I guess not. However, he does have an extra star on his belt that he didn't have before, so that's a cool detail to have. Okay, over here we've got quite an interesting one with Rudo Primo, who was completely changed. As you can see here, he doesn't even look anything like he used to before. He at least kept his signature purple color, however, it's not even the same shade of purple. Of course, there's great differences in the masks, in the belt, in the pants, but you can also see that the old Rudo Primo used to have a slightly darker skin tone than the old El Primo, whereas the new El Rudo Primo has the exact same skin tone as the new El Primo, which is not a big deal at all since the difference is barely noticeable. But I think it was kind of cool since it sort of implies that El Rudo Primo and El Primo could be two separate people. Or maybe it just implies that El Rudo Primo is El Primo after a nice long vacation in the sun. Next up, we've got another El Primo skin. This time it's El Rey Primo, who, as you can see, has also been significantly revamped. He follows more of a red color scheme now instead of just keeping the regular mask and the regular pants like he did before. He also has a much more majestic cape. They also gave him a little staff with what looks to be his own face on it. And finally, they also replaced the gems on his crown for some green gems that are more typical of the gem currency in Brawl Stars. However, it does look like those gems are going to cost you because El Rey Primo used to cost 50 gems and now he costs 149 gems. Alright, now we've got Golden Barley, and for Golden Barley, they kept his style pretty much the same, although now he's not just a reskin of regular Barley. They gave him a black mustache instead of the golden one that he had before. He now has a purple suit and a different type of bottle from regular Barley, so really what they did is differentiate him a bit more from regular Barley instead of just being a boring reskin. However, nowadays, Golden Barley still kind of falls short because we have True Gold Barley, which is just a much cooler version of, you know, Barley but gold. Now, similar to Golden Barley, White Crow still looks more or less like his original self, except with some extra things that just give him a little more personality. Originally, White Crow was just a white reskin of regular Crow with a red jacket instead of a blue one, and that's the only thing they changed. Nowadays, White Crow has an eye patch, and they added some gold parts to his outfit just to make him stand out a little more, and it does look much cooler than the original White Crow, which was just kind of a ripoff for 100 gems. Anyways, that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want to see a part 2, because there's definitely enough skins in the game for that to be a possibility. But aside from that, have a beautiful day, and peace.